A short story of Leo Tolstoy by Leticia Espino and Jose Gomez. The man with the cool beard and the wise words.
Better known as Leo Tolstoy. Buckle up for a ride to the past.
Leo Tolstoy was born in 1828 in the province of Tula. He was the youngest of 4 boys. His brothers were Nicholas Tolstoy, Sergei Tolstoy, and Dmitri Tolstoy. At the age of 2, Leo Tolstoy's mother dies, and then 7 years later his father passes away. Tolstoy dealt with a lot of loss in his early years. Soon his aunt who was caring for him passes away.
Tolstoy lived a privileged life. In fact, he had tutors throughout his early education and enrolled in the University of Kazan. There, he was not as successful. He took his education very lightly and was not able to excel in his studies, mainly because he was too busy doing the other part of college, partying.
Tolstoy then leaves college, never earning a degree, and moves back to his family estate in Russia. Leo then grew a gambling problem where he later finds himself in debt. In 1851, he joins the army with his brother Nicholas in the Caucasus Mountains. He then gets transferred and fights in the Crimean War in 1854.
Tolstoy, who is 22 years old in the army, starts to write journals and stories. Such stories about his childhood, where he writes about his best memories as a child. He then writes Boyhood, which he wrote during the war, and a sequel called Youth. Then the Cossacks. When the Crimean War was over, Tolstoy left the army and returned home to Russia, where he started declaring himself as an anarchist.
Leo Tolstoy goes to Paris, where he gambles all his money away, moves again to Russia in 1862. He then married Sophia, and they had 13 children together.
In 1863, Leo Tolstoy finally publishes The Cossacks, which he started writing in 1853 during his time in the army. The Cossacks is one of the Tolstoy's shortest books, and also the book that paid his debts after losing a game of cards.
In the Cossacks, Oline is a wealthy young man who joins the army and leaves Moscow, hoping to start a new life in the Caucasus. Oline talks about love and how he has not experienced true love in his life. Oline settles in and thinks of his life with the Caucasians and the military force. He's happy with his new life and he's in love with the mountains. In this passage, living among nature makes him realize how beautiful life can really be. Oline finds clarity when he is surrounded by the Cossacks people, though later he realizes that his past life is still a burden on his shoulders and cannot get rid of it. It almost seems that he envies the poor for living a much fuller life than those who are wealthy. Throughout the story, Leo Tolstoy writes inspirational quotes that we found relatable to today's life experience.
The literature of Leo Tolstoy could actually be connected in today's world. Here are some quotes taken directly from the book The Cossacks by Leo Tolstoy that are worth taking a look at. I do not live my own life. There is something stronger than me which directs me. I suffer, but formerly I was dead and only now do I live. Leo Tolstoy, The Cossacks. We can all connect with a certain faith to believe in something bigger than us. And we just realize that life may have more meaning to what we have now. He meditated on the use to which he should devote that power of youth which is granted to man only once in a lifetime, that force which gives man a power of making himself, or even as it seemed to him, of making the universe into anything he wishes. Leo Tolstoy, The Cossacks. You only live once and you don't get another shot after that. Without having to consider to what class they all belong to human race which without his thinking about it all appear dear to Olenin, and they all treated him in a friendly manner way. Leo Tolstoy, The Cossacks. All lives matter, and therefore we should treat each other properly.
Leo Tolstoy was a man with great literary work. The Cossacks is only one of the few books he wrote. He went on and wrote 2 of his most popular novels, Anna Karenina along with War and Peace. Leo Tolstoy had a rough start in life. He then was told in the university he would not excel in his studies. He sure proved them wrong, right? Tolstoy is now one of the best writers of time, and his literary work is still alive.